Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and it is Monday afternoon, but I wanted to get on here and get some stuff recorded. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We did. It was just busy, and I'll tell you what all we've been doing. So this is going to be the very first full week in June. So the 2nd through the 8th. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so let me find a kit. So, I think on my last video I had told you guys that I had worked at the pharmacy. I went back to work there. They called me wanting to know if I wanted to come fill in. Let's see. Oh, that is a 3-page kit. That's a little big. It's just cut in a weak style. Yeah, they reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to come fill in. They had a girl on vacation and one that was sick, and that is pretty, but it's too big too. Let's see if I can find a smaller kit, like something like this, like a single page, but this is winter. That's an Easter kit. That's a Star Wars. That's cute. Let's do this. This is cute. This is a Star Wars. So this is by River Street Stickers. You know, I don't know if River Street Stickers is even making kits anymore. But this is very cute. So back to what I was telling y'all is I had worked Wednesday, and I worked let's see, what did I work? 8:30 to 4 on Wednesday. And I got back home, and let me see if these don't want to turn loose. These are not cut the best. Let me see if I can help it a little bit. But anyway, I got back home, and I was sitting out on the porch, and me and Marshall both were, and I was talking. We were just talking about the day, and didn't know how many more days we would have sitting out on the porch, because now it is hot as fire outside, and we knew that was coming. So we were sitting outside, and I got a text from one of the pharmacy techs there, and she was like, would you consider working Friday? Something's come up. And I was like, Marshall, you're not going to believe this, but they named me Friday, because this was just a fill-in. Now, I told them, you know, I'm willing to help. Give me a ring if y'all, you know, something else comes up and you need me, because I don't mind helping them. And I got a text wanting to know, and I was like, sure. What's the hours you need me? And they were like, from 8:30 to 6:30. was like, oh my word. Go from having not worked at all for 2 years to, 8:30 to 6:30. And I told Marshall, I said, I'm going to have to go get me some shoes, because I just had some slip-on tennis shoes. I was like, I got to get something that's actually got some good padding in it if I am going to stay on my feet. Because just the few hours I worked Wednesday, my back and legs were already telling on me. And so he was like, yeah, I don't blame you. So I left and went to Shoe Show and got me, which is a little shoe shop here close by, and got me some shoes. And they made a world of difference. So I have not been filming because I was working at the pharmacy, and I enjoyed it very much. And they were like, well, at the end of August, we've got a girl that is in nursing school, and she is going to be quitting because she is going to have to really go deeper into nursing school. And would you want to work? And I told them, yes, I would want to work. I don't want a full-time job, but they were like 25 to 30 hours. I was like, yeah, I could do that. I said, because I've also got my sticker shop, so I need days at home to where I am doing my sticker shop so I can cut orders. And they were like, that sounds great. We can work with you on that. And so, y'all, it looks like I might be back in the workforce. And so now I won't have to feel so bad about buying stickers when they go on sale. It won't be no time until we'll have Black Friday coming up. We'll blink and it'll be here. And of course, you know, I'm going to have to get me some stickers on Black Friday. There's nothing like shopping on Black Friday. It's just, I love doing it. I'm not saying I need the stickers, because I've got stickers out to Yin Yang, and I can print my own. But, you know, sometimes you just want a little change. And so that is what I'm going to get Maddie, help Maddie get to college. And I told him that I needed a week. Let's see, that's going to be like July, August. She's got to check in at college in Indiana the 18th. So I told him this whole week, I'm going to need off, and maybe even a few days into this week. She said, Mama, I might not need you the whole week, but could you just be available a few days? Well, when they told me then that that other girl will need to leave because of pharmacy, not pharmacy, but nursing school, I was like, well, maybe all that will definitely work out, because I think Maddie should be settled in and doing okay by the time I'm needed back here. So, and if y'all hear the dryer buzzing, it's going off. I got clothes drying, because I'm also doing housework while I video, because I'm sure that's what a lot of ladies do. I did not get to go to church yesterday. My head was pounding. So I was here at home in the bed with an ice pack. But today it is lots of pressure, but not painful as far as sharp pain. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what causes it. I don't know why one day might differ from another. But I'm wondering if now this I got in a de-stash with the way it's acting up, or in a oops bag. With the way these things do not want to turn loose. Okay, so now I want to come back and put this beside here. And then I can write out what I need to out this way. So how are y'all doing? And I've gotten some new subscribers, and that just makes me super happy. So I am excited, and you guys are welcome. And so I hope you enjoy the content that I share. I hope it's an inspiration. And I usually use this planner for the new ones, new people. I usually use this planner to track what do you call it? My social media, and like stuff in my shop, like my stats, and then to make sure I am posting like I'm supposed to. And let's see, here's a weekend. If I can get it to peel off. And I'm going to have it right here on this side here. And then I'm going to put the this week. I think it'll look good on that. Let's try that. Oh, I was going to ask y'all, do you remember, I think, now this is going to really date me for sure, but do y'all remember when there was these books? They're similar to coloring books, and I guess you could color some of the pictures that were on the pages, but it was these, not dots, but sort of dashes, and they outline, let's say the book, its character or its main theme was Strawberry Shortcake or My Little Pony or Care Bears. Anyway, it would outline the design of a strawberry or Strawberry Shortcake herself, or maybe one of the Care Bears or one of the characters on the show. And then you would go to the middle of the book, and there would be 2 or 3 pages of stickers, and you would have to take that sticker and match it to the shape on a certain page. I loved those books. And a lot of times, that is the way I like if I know that something is supposed to be laid down in a certain spot, it's hard for me to lay it anywhere else but that spot. And I think that's the reason I like those books so much, because it had a designated spot for that sticker. I loved the sticker, playing with the sticker, but I also liked knowing exactly where it went. And I think it's wonderful when people can lay stuff outside the box and just do whatever with their page. I think that is so neat, but it's hard for me to do that. So more often than not, my layouts are very similar. I don't experiment with outside the box very much, but it's because I like stuff being designated to a certain area. So I think here on these big ones is where I want to put like my stats, like my number counts for my YouTube, for my Instagram, and let's see, maybe for Facebook. And then I can use this that says next week, and I can lay down a box for next week and use these as my little checklist for the following week, and just put a line in between each one of those. Okay, like that. Yeah, these are, I'm going to say this was a miscut bag. Because normally I don't think her stickers were this troublesome. And that's usually how I buy stuff. It's rare that I buy anything at the full price. I'm more than likely going to buy something at a discounted price. So that would make sense. But yeah, I watch Kelly Plans. I watch Kelly and some of the other girls, and they can just layer stuff and they can put it in all different places and it looks good. But me, I just function the same old, same old. And for some that might seem boring, but to me it feels good in a way. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to do some of this cute deco. If I can get it to turn loose off the page. These little Star Wars critters, they are so cute. I might not get it to turn loose so very well though. See if I can punch it out. It might just end up tearing. I will definitely have to put these stickers, leftover stickers, in my reusable sticker book because I'm going to have these pages all ripped up. By the time I get all this turned loose, there's somewhat of a star. Let's see. yeah, I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. And while I was at work Friday, my mom sent me a text and said, I've got corn and okra extra that somebody gave me. Do you think you'd feel like fooling with it? I was like, sure. So she brought it by Saturday. And so Saturday I was cutting up my okra and freezing it, and then my corn I left in the husk and froze it. Have y'all ever done corn that way? Corn on the cob? So you just cut the tips off, and then, you know, let's see, this is Instagram, this is Facebook, and then this is YouTube. So yeah, you just cut the top of the corn off, the bottom of the corn off, and then just the husk that's loose. You just take a few of those loose pieces off. You just want the husk and the silk and everything that's around the corn, the tighter pieces to stay. So it was probably, let's see, 4, 8, probably 12 ears of corn. And so then you take your clear plastic wrap and you wrap each individual corn, wrap it 2 or 3 times and fold in the ends, and then you put each corn in a Ziploc bag, push all the air out of it, and then just lay it in your freezer and freeze it. When you wrap it in the plastic, it sort of protects the kernels from getting freezer burnt. And then when you get ready to like cook it on the grill or whatever, you thaw it, but you need to thaw it and let it thaw in the refrigerator. But once it's thawed, you can either shuck it and boil it, or if you want to leave it in the husk and throw it on the grill, you can do that. But yeah, I done that this weekend also. So anyway, this is what it ends up looking like, guys. My week's planner, and for me to get wrote down what plan with me's I done when, and I'll this was stats for back in May, and so I'll see what my stats are. I know in my Instagram and my YouTube I have grown. The YouTube, I don't think it's but 3 or 4, but it don't matter to me. I'm here for the friendship more than I am for how high my numbers are. But I thank you so much for logging in and taking time to watch this video. I'm going to get it uploaded, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.